Well, good evening, Olivier and Jahmena. How are you guys doing this evening?
Doing good. How
Hey
about you?
Tim, doing good.
Good, good. Well, we're just finishing up. So I just want to ask you guys just a couple of quick questions. Just got done working with you guys through the whole workshop. So the first question I have is just, just real briefly, where were you guys at before we started working together? I'll start with you, Olivier. Where was your marriage at before we started working together?
Before we started working together, I guess it was more of a reacting towards situation versus understanding where each other was coming from. I guess yeah, that's where we were. As far as more of a reaction and being confused as to where are you getting this from, how are you thinking this way, and I don't understand where you're coming from. And so it was more of a reaction, getting impatient, and on my side, even getting a little angry over frustration at some confusing reactions from Jamina's side that I didn't understand.
Jahmena?
I guess the best way to say it would be we had a breakdown in communication and we weren't flowing quite as well as we once had. And so we both felt that we needed some sort of resource. That's how you found you.
So what do you guys thought about us working together? I'll start with you, Jamina. What are your thoughts about what we've just gone through?
Oh, I'd say it was absolutely a positive experience. I'm very happy that I found it, even more so that I found it and presented it to, for us because, that I was more interested in getting better and doing that. He's always interested in getting better, but maybe sometimes I might be the more resistant party. So since I found this one, I was definitely interested in getting better with it.
Olivier?
Yeah, I mean, as far as working together, working sorry with you, as far as what we went through, to me it was just very. I mean, the big thing that you would always ask us, what is it about? What is it about? What are we working on over time? And to me, the fact of understanding the other perspective was everything. Even though you may not have reacted that way, now that I understand where she's coming from, why she'd react that way, that it can help me be patient through the process and I can be more understanding in navigating.
So what's the biggest thing you learned?
The biggest thing I've learned is that my perspective is not what matters. It's her perspective in the situation that matters. So instead of trying to filter it through my lenses, it's more seeing it through her lenses,
Exactly.
and from that point, being able to move forward. And so, as much as it could be foreign, but I have to remember that I married her world versus married my world, if anything.
And Jamina, what would you say is the biggest thing you learned?
Oh gosh, I mean, you did such a great job in illustrating the insecurities, and you went so in depth. And I never even had a word to place on it, but really, I kept reacting based on my perspective, my upbringing, my environment, and these insecurities that I've collected over 18 years or whatever.
So
So
what
yeah,
would you guys say to couples that are struggling in their marriage?
get help.
I mean, it's not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we live in a world where throw away what's not working the way you think it should work.
cancel culture.
Boom,
We live
right?
in cancel culture.
So throw it out versus learn on how to fix it. And first we have to you both members in the couple have to want to work. And one thing you also I mean through the class with you that I think those couples will learn is it's not true that lie you're buying
Hmm.
that you can do this alone and you don't need your partner to make it. That's a lie. You need your partner not because you're weak, but because Rodman and Batman need each other, Jordan and Pippen need each other, and we've seen the disasters of teammates that weren't able to get along and how they missed out on a big legacy. I mean, I'm a big sports guy. I can talk about Shaq, Kobe, and blah blah blah. But the point is, yeah, if they understand that, I think you can't buy the lie that if I leave you, it'll be better. It's a lie.
That's what we're doing, teaching couples how to come together and creating a successful marriage. That's the point.
And
Absolutely.
also, Tim, really conflict resolution. In working with you, it's
Yeah.
helped us quite a bit. Like me personally, in other relationships, because we're in business together. We have a relatively large team, so we just have a lot of people in our lives and dealing with some of those folks and their insecurities. And so I just think overall, it was a very helpful experience and something that I absolutely recommend.
Ultimately, the tie of all the things, it's well, I mean, I'm probably getting the wrong side here, but happy relationships. It will obviously first in marriage, but overall in
Over.
everything, in every other area of your life. If you can understand that part, like Jamina just brought up about the insecurities, it's not what's it called, fault finding. It's problem solving. It's not about seeing who's right and wrong. And I think Tim, you've done a great job as far as making us understand the whole what's it called, um, counselors asking about how do you
Yeah,
feel,
yeah.
or why did you behave that way, when really it all comes to the thought process that nobody wants to attack. And if you really understand the thought process, yeah, everything moves easier. So no, this is a need to for most couples, because I don't think most people are willing to go back to understand the other person's past. As a matter of fact, I think most people believe, oh no, once I move on from my parents in my old life, it's over. And that's a lie.
All right, it's
We
been a pleasure working with you guys, and I love seeing the development as the two of you got closer and closer to understanding what this is all about. So I appreciate your guys' time. Thank you very much.
thank you, Tim.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
For
Thank you.
sure.
Appreciate it.